cool, nice shit, though. Damn, boy. Damn, that is a thick boy. Not really, he's actually a thin boy, but... Look, those are the original 2 leaves in, like, the first vlog. Those are the next 2 leaves that we saw in the next vlog. And then look at these leaves up top, man. That one sprout is super happy. And the moss is doing great back there, too. This thing is officially just dead and a ghost tree at this point, but that's okay. Let's see, can I... Yeah, it's like... Oh, yeah, that one's kind of coming up, too. These sprouts do great in closed ecospheres, apparently. This thing, I don't know if it just didn't have enough nutrients or it wasn't getting enough water. I think it's like a type of succulent, so I think it probably just wasn't getting enough water, maybe. I don't know. Either way, we'll see how that goes. So, that's the bathroom. There's the china.
Have you checked out our fucking potatoes lately?
Ooh, I'll go check on the potatoes. We're watching your biscuits.
They went absolutely insane overnight.
Alright, well let me check them out. Here's the studio where we do the streaming stuff and whatnot. Oh my goodness. Wow, do you remember the last update with those potatoes? They have gone crazy. They love dirt. Dude, that's amazing. Our basil is also very happy. I'm trying to, like, not get out of our window. It's really sad, you guys, that we have to worry about our fucking locations on the internet. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, doxing and swatting and all that horse shit. Like, that's such fucking bullshit. That really needs to start becoming, like, a priority to figure out how we're going to deal with. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick update. Let me... Oh, God damn it. Let me, flip my camera around so you can see I shaved everything. I even got rid of the soul patch just cause. You guys know about this? You caught me.
It is, yes. And then Jesse.
I don't know what's going on. Rhett and Link are talking about anal glands.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The situation with the virus has gotten worse, and it's gonna keep getting worse. I'm watching. I'm not trying to smile about it. I've been sitting in my home for a long time now. Like, not that long, but for a while now. I was working. I was doing essential work. I mean, I've talked about it on the channel before. I dragged my ass out to a restaurant because I thought it was going to be important to provide food for the place. And the restaurant that I dragged myself out to was serving customers if they were regulars. So if you were somebody that came in a lot, which this is a long-running local restaurant. So if you were somebody that came in a lot, they would just kind of let you come in and sit down and eat. So as a result of that, there were a couple nights that I had to, like, squeeze through people to get home. And this is in the midst of the epidemic. I'm talking about, like, mid to late April this was going on. So here we are, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Sorry if you're not a Star Wars nerd like me, but bam. I don't know what that has to do with Star Wars. We're all a community. Actually, we are all a community. That's what I was going to talk about next, was the numbers. Man, the numbers are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes, day before yesterday, we had our highest death toll in the U.S. so far, which was 2,909 deaths. I'm hoping that that number doesn't go up. I would love it if that's the last day that we have that's that high, because that's really, really bad. But the numbers aren't going down right now. Like, we're still seeing cases pop up where the testing isn't really being accessed. This is my theory. I'm just going to go ahead and theorize away. So you guys are just going to have to deal with my opinion on this one, because it is an opinion. I think that Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about the economy, and I think that he doesn't give a fuck about any of us. I think that he wants us to go back to work and return to normal so that we all think that it's safe enough to go out and vote. And that's why he's going to win this election. Like, I'm going to try and do a mail-in vote for Biden, even though I disagree with a lot of the stuff that he stands for. And the fact that he has sexual allegations against him will not be ignored. You know what I mean? I don't... I'm certainly not going to run my ass out into the street during a pandemic to cast a vote for someone that's accused of sexual abuse. That's for sure. If I can do a vote by mail, I'll do that, because I do think that he could make some improvements in the immigration situation. I think he could get those ICE camps lowered back down to an acceptable population. That's the least I could fucking hope for. I want them abolished. I want ICE gone. I don't want that shit. As a native, the Mexican people were our cousins. they have just as much right to be here. You know what I mean? As everybody. As you, as me, whether you're a white person or a black person or a native person like me or you're Asian or whatever ethnicity or geographical background you come from, like, you all have a right to be here. And we all have a right to live. We have a right to not get sick and not have to go to the hospital and not have to be infected with a deadly virus for the sake of saving our economy. The economy's not worth that for you. I know you might think it now. You might think like, oh, so many people's lives and starvation and all this stuff. And the economy does affect a lot of that. But generally, if we come together as a community, we can minimize all of that stuff. But I assure you that if you catch this, I was just watching my friend Marjani on Facebook Live, and she was laying in her bed wheezing her fucking lungs out. And within a couple hours, she was messaging us from the ICU that she couldn't feel her fingers, and she wasn't going to be updating us for a while. And that hit me. I'm an atheist, and I fucking essentially just kind of dropped to my knees and like begged grandfather to fucking, if you're real, please just like spare this one and then help us. You know what I mean? Like, we need this. Marjani's okay. We found out she stabilized and was released from the hospital like the next day. So she's at home, still wheezing, still sick, but hopefully recovering. There's a lot of information floating around about the antibodies, about whether or not you will be immune afterwards, and I'm just waiting to educate myself further on that as the facts come out, because I'm concerned about that as well. But more than anything, I don't think that we should have to sacrifice our safety in order to provide our labor, in order to sell our labor to our employers. Because that's what we've been doing. That's what we've always been doing. You know what I mean? Let's not cut the shit. If you know about the capitalist society that we live in, you know what we've always been doing. We've been selling our employers our labor, and as a result, they've taken not only our labor, but most of the production that we've created, most of the wealth that we've created with our labor, and they sat on it until it was nice and big. And then other companies, corporations, banks came in and figured out that they could also do the same thing, and they could do that to our employers, to our mortgage holders, to our landlords. And those things just kept cycling down. They kept happening. And so as a result, here we are. You're now being asked, many of us anyway, are being asked to go back to work because the economy is more important than your life, apparently. 2,909 people is a lot of fucking Americans to die in one day. That's just in America. In one day, in 24 hours. Like, it's going to get worse before it gets better, I think. And I think that, not to put too fine a point on the conspiracy shit, but it seems pretty obvious that the politicians don't give a fuck about you or I, or our safety. And the super wealthy that have been existing off of their wealth this whole time anyway, and not part of the working class, they also don't care about you. They want their nails done. They want their beer. They want their pizza. They want their, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you do as a service for someone, they want you to do that so that they can benefit from that, and they aren't the ones that have to leave their house to risk their safety for it. You know what I mean? They will, but only because they don't believe that this is real. Like, you look at what happened in Michigan, man. People stormed into the state capitol carrying semi-automatic weapons and fucking dragging their little 5- and 6-year-old kids in there in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Like, I don't know. I'm trying not to catastrophize. I'm trying not to dramatize and not be... I don't want to be a naysayer or a negative person. I don't want to say things that people are like, you're just making this sound worse than it is. And so I try my best to kind of be objective about it and stuff. In the meantime, we're being attacked by the murder hornets, which are giant hornets. They're super big. They're like the biggest hornets on the planet, and they eat honeybees, which, if you guys know, we're already losing honeybees left and right. So it's kind of a big deal that they're going to do that. Like, if we don't have honeybees, then that's going to make not only the distribution of our food harder, but also the production of our food harder. Our farmers are going to start suffering from that. Because we forget that when we live in the internet and we have our phones and we have our devices and stuff, we forget that, like, we're still living off of food that's pulled out of the ground and animals that are just killed for our calories. And when those things start to crumble, we are going to probably want to be a little bit more ready to deal with it than business as usual. So my advice to anyone watching this, is just prepare yourselves, you know what I mean? Don't catastrophize, don't stress, don't panic. Just be ready for the worst to happen. I mean, like, the very worst. Like, there's mass deaths maybe in your town, maybe in your city or your county or your area. There's homeless that are terrified. There's people banging on doors. There's, you know what I mean? Like, you never know how bad these situations could get, but I just try to prepare for all of it. It's the worst case scenario, sure. The best case scenario is what? That we go back to everything being the way it was. That we're all back to work and no one's getting sick and we all pay our bills and everything goes back to normal. That'd be fine. I'm not against that either. I'm just saying, as an adult, as a person that's existing in the world, you get to accept reality on reality's terms. Like they said on Midnight Gospel, like Dr. Drew always says, like you just have to accept this for what it is. And there's people that are going to tell you they know, and I'm not going to tell you that I know. I don't know. Maybe this is like as bad as it's going to get, and it's not going to get any worse than this, and it'll be fine, and all those numbers are just, they've peaked. Maybe. It's possible that they're not done, though, because there's a lot more people left. So, if we're about to hit 4 million. When we hit 4 million cases, it's like, wow, there's 4 million people that have this confirmed. But there's 7 billion of us on the planet, so who knows? I think a lot about what we're doing and how we're doing it. So for right now, my thing is, even though I don't want to do it, I'm staying at home all the time. The only time that I leave the house is when I have to go and get supplies. And I think you guys have seen the videos of how we do that. And it's, even that, I feel like I was looking at it the other day and I was like, man, we were really nonchalant. We touched some things and I did some stuff that I was like, I got hella close to a couple people, and there was just stuff that I was like, I'm taking it as seriously as I can because I prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And if you guys want to do that too, let's do that together. If you are of the mindset, like what the president says and like what a lot of people are trying to say, that this isn't a big deal, that this is just kind of being blown out of proportion for political reasons or to control us in some way or something, then that's okay. If you feel like your best course of action is to prepare for the best and not hope for anything, then I guess do that. Meanwhile, I'm over here, like I said, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I love all of you. I woke up kind of short of breath yesterday. I gotta say it just for fucking clarification purposes. Yesterday I woke up with just that feeling of not being able to catch a breath. Like, and I can expand my lungs fully, but yesterday I had the feeling like, tingling in the lips. I shouldn't be touching my face. Tingling in the lips and tingling in the fingers and stuff, like you're either hyperventilating or you're not getting enough oxygen or something. I had that feeling, and it lasted all day, which is weird because I've had anxiety attacks many times before, but this was an all-day thing, and I was existing throughout the whole day pretty normally. Like, I was very anxious. I have been very anxious. I mean, obviously, this whole situation has taken a huge toll on a lot of people's sanity, I think, and I'm just, more than anything, trying to be honest with myself about how much of a toll it's taking on me, you know what I mean? Like, it's entirely possible that I woke up with psychosomatic symptoms yesterday, that I woke up, like, freaking out, because I even did feel, like, a scratchy pain, not just soreness, but, like, pain in my throat, like I'd been stabbed on the inside of my throat, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm sick. I'm fucking sick, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I don't think I am, but I've also heard people say that, you feel better before you feel worse. Who fucking knows? I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is that I'm doing my best, and I will keep you guys updated, and I hope you're all well, and yeah, keep checking in on the channel if you feel like it. Later.